The wind kissed Marlene's face as she approached Jasper's luxurious villa. No one could imagine what would happen that evening. Before continuing, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss our future extraordinary stories. Marlene was a remarkably gifted student, consistently excelling in her studies. Yet she came from a modest family that valued hard work and perseverance. Her life had always been difficult, but that had never dampened her determination. Jasper, on the other hand, was the son of an industrial magnate. Rich, arrogant, and used to getting everything he wanted, and never missed an opportunity to flaunt his wealth. He and his friends, David and Adrian, were known at university for their arrogant attitude. They skipped class, threw wild parties, and treated anyone different from them with contempt. They were the undisputed masters of the campus, and no one dared challenge them. One day, Marlene attracted the attention of the trio. She was a reserved girl, always concentrated on her studies and never interested in frivolities. This made her a perfect target for Jasper, who decided to publicly humiliate her for fun. "Have you seen the new arrival? She looks like she came out of a Dickens novel," Jasper said, laughing, as he watched Marlene walk across campus in her simple clothes and worn-out backpack. David and Adrian laughed out loud. "Maybe she lives in a shack, and her parents can't even afford a decent meal," Adrian added, enjoying their nastiness. But Marlene didn't let herself be intimidated. She was used to difficulties and had learned to ignore criticism. One day, Jasper decided to raise the level of his game. He organized a luxurious party in the family villa and, with a mocking smile, invited Marlene. "I would be honored if you would come to my party next Saturday," he said. Marlene, suspicious, hesitated, but then she decided to accept. "I'll see you there, Jasper," she replied firmly. The day of the party arrived, and Jasper, David, and Adrian were eager. They had prepared everything to ensure that Marlene's humiliation was public and devastating. Hidden cameras were well placed everywhere to capture every moment. The room was lavishly decorated, and the guests, dressed to the nines, sipped champagne and chatted animatedly. The small group anxiously awaited their victim. "This is going to take forever to get here," David said, bored. "Maybe she realized it would be out of line," Adrian chuckled. But suddenly, the hum of a powerful engine attracted everyone's attention. If you liked the video, it would be kind of you if you gave it a precious like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. A limousine stopped in front of the villa, and Marlene came out, splendid in an elegant dress. Next to her was a young man, confident, with an affectionate smile. Jasper gasped. Marlene, the girl he had underestimated, was more gorgeous than he had ever imagined. She approached him confidently, holding an elegantly wrapped package. "Happy birthday, Jasper," she said, handing him the gift. Jasper, confused, partially opened it and saw a prestigious brand watch. "How did you get it?" he stammered, unable to hide his amazement. Marlene smiled. "Who told you that I come from a humble family? I dress comfortably during the day, but that doesn't mean I'm poor. My father is the head of one of the largest companies in the country, and my mother is the president of our university." The woman continued, "I don't flaunt my origins because for me, flaunting wealth is in very bad taste." Jasper, David, and Adrian's faces went from surprise to embarrassment. David, trying to stay calm, muttered, "That was a low blow. She had no right to do so." Adrian, increasingly amazed, replied, "She may surprise us now, but we won't let her win." Jasper, the most affected by Marlene's retaliation, felt his face burn with shame. "She'll regret it," he whispered more to himself than to his friends. The party continued, but for the three boys the mood had changed. Their humiliation was evident, and perhaps for the first time, they felt the weight of their actions. Tom, the young man who accompanied Marlene, approached the trio and said with an ironic smile, "Jasper, David, Adrian, I think our contracts are going very well." The trio, still shaken, realized that Tom was not only rich, but also had a direct influence on the future of their families. In fact, Tom managed an 8-figure investment portfolio and had business relationships with many influential figures, including the parents of the three boys. "I didn't know you knew each other," Jasper stammered, visibly uncomfortable. "There are many things you don't know," Marlene replied, intertwining her arm with Tom's. The cameras, placed to humiliate Marlene, were broadcasting live the failure of their plan. The trio had become the butt of jokes for the rest of the party. The next morning, the campus was buzzing. Social networks were flooded with videos and memes from the previous evening. Marlene had become a heroine, while the trio were the butt of ridicule. "Did you see the video? They were completely lost," one student exclaimed. "Marlene is amazing. Those three got what they deserved," added another. Faced with pressure and humiliation, the trio had no choice but to publicly apologize. To all the people they met at university and expressed their regret. "We are truly sorry for everything," Jasper said, his voice trembling. "We made a mistake. We hope everyone can forgive us." Marlene, always elegant, accepted the apology and with a gesture of kindness held out her hand as a sign of reconciliation. "We all make mistakes," she said. "The important thing is to learn from them and grow as individuals." At university, a valuable lesson was learned about humility, forgiveness, and the true value of people, which goes far beyond appearances and material wealth. Each of the three, now with humility and a desire to change, began to work on their own personal transformation. The academic community united around the motto that respect and empathy are more important than any status or wealth. And you, have you ever judged someone just by appearances, only realizing who he really was afterwards?